to a good proposal, to a good engagement, is lying. A lot of lying, right? That's basically what surprise is it involves a lot of deceit. Unless it's a total surprise, in which case your marriage is doomed. So my girlfriend and I had been dating for like 9 years, and we'd been talking about getting married for a while. It seemed like a good thing to do. And it seemed the longer you've dating, the more conversations you've had about like, are we going to merge our money like your parents or keep it separate like your parents? Like the more you do that, the less romantic proposing is. So I had to make a great surprise, and in order to do that, I had to do a lot of lying. And here's what I decided to do. We were going to go visit the place we met. We went to college together. We met in this house that we lived in together, and we we're going to visit there for our 8-year anniversary. And that is too obvious. Obviously, for a proposal. Way too obvious. And but it's also perfect. So the key is to not make it clear that it's going to happen there by planning a second trip. This was my plan. To the coast a month later, and to constantly talk about how romantic the coast is and how shitty Walla Walla is. Like a lot. So I have this other plan, and I mention casually, like, do you like horseback riding? Do you do you think we should have a place with a private beach? Is that is a bungalow appropriate for this casual vacation we were talking about? And we're going to go to visit our college town, and I mention casually that I haven't seen my bowling buddies in a while. And the last time I got a really good haircut was in Walla Walla. So I'm definitely going to book a haircut. And I also started telling her about I started dropping other lies about how this is coming up. Like, we've picked out the ring together. We've worked on this together because she's going to have to wear it forever, legally. And so that's how it works, right? So I wanted to like it, so she's helped pick it out, and we order it, and we're having dinner with some friends, and we talk about it, and I say, stone cold, yeah, there were some problems. It's going to be like 6 months to get this ring finished. And she looks at me like she's pissed off, like, it's supposed to be a surprise that it's happening at the coast. You're supposed to keep that, because that's 6 months, that's the coast date. You're supposed to keep that a surprise. And then another time, we're talking about how exciting the coast is going to be, and I mentioned to her, I was like, coast is the most romantic place in Oregon. And she gets upset. She's like, this is not how I'm supposed to go. The only problem... So here's what my plan is on the actual day, right? We're gonna go stay in this crappy little town where we went to college, and we're gonna go visit the house that we met in. And I've made a book that has got a picture of us from each year that we've been together. Wait. Prepare your awes. Wait a second. The book is titled Megan and Alex: The First 8 Years. So I've got this book custom printed. I've got all these pictures. And then the last picture is of me proposing, and I make sure to wear the same outfit. And I've mailed the book to the house, and we're going to visit, and it's going to be sitting on the mantle, and she's going to be like, what? And then she starts flipping through it, and then as she's flipping through it, I'll get down on a knee, and I'll be in the same pose, and I've practiced this pose. Yeah, it's great. I know, it's great. It's a really good idea. So... here's the problem. There's two problems. One problem is she's taking a class at the time, and she has a paper assigned that's due the day we're supposed to get back from this vacation. So she is up really late the night before we leave. And I have times. Oh, I didn't mention this. Also, our best friends from college are going to be waiting at the cake shop afterwards. Anyway, so I've organized a lot of travel. We have a schedule to meet. And she's like, why do you want to leave at 6:30 in the morning? You hate mornings. And I'm so tired from this thing that I've been doing all night, and I have to convince her that it's the only way without giving away that it's just based, I was like, no, my haircut is at 10 o'clock. So we got to hit the road. And the other problem is we get in the car, it's working, but she's pissed. The whole drive over there, she is like, I have done the meanest thing, and we're driving there, and she's not getting engaged this weekend, and she was really hoping to, and so she's pissed. And we get to the house, and it turns out she's read an article online from the college saying, if you visit the college, do not try to go to your old dorm. There are people there. That is the rudest thing. So I have to get her to the mantle place, and she is not going inside. And I've thought, in all my planning, I've laid a lot of strategies for this, and the best thing I've come up with is just, put some bass in your voice. Just tell her it's important. Does not work at all. 0% effective. We're standing outside of this house, and I have all of this waiting inside. And I've talked to the people who live there. I've mailed this. They know it's happening. They know we're coming. They know what time we're supposed to be there. And we're standing out front, and she does like she's a kid. She's just like, I'm not going. Tell me why. Why is it important? Why is it important? There's no way. You got to tell me why. I'm not going. And in my panic, the best thing I can think of to do is to grab her sleeve and be like, I'm going. This is not a great idea. You've taken back your awes now. And we get to the door, and we knock on the door, and these people we've had this whole spy plan with the people who live there. They're going to be super secret. Yeah, you can just look around. I'll hide out. And we get to the door, and she goes, oh, you're the couple. And then she just walks away. And here's the beauty of a good engagement. Because if you have enough lying, if you've done enough groundwork, if the coast sounds romantic enough, she is not going to catch you. She's not going to let herself catch you because she doesn't want to ruin the surprise. Instead, she's going to try to pull on your sleeve and go, I don't know what this crazy lady's talking about. We can't be here. So I pull her inside this now open door to an unoccupied house. And I bring her over to the mantle, and she is very surprised. And this is the beautiful thing. She waits until, she gets to page 9, where I'm proposing, and she was like, this is a weird anniversary present. Oh, my God! And I get away with it. And she says yes. And it is great, and everything's wonderful. Except now I only have a couple weeks to plan a really good trip to the coast. Never occurred to me to actually buy things because we weren't really going to go. Turns out we have to go. Anyway, thank you guys so much.